Hi, Scorpio and Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. My apologies for what occurred with your reading being cut out of the All Signs video. It's just, I don't know what happened there. Honestly, I joined the two videos together, did a little bit of edits, and I set it to save. It took like over an hour to save, and then I waited until today to upload, but then I had deleted the two videos that I joined, so I'm unable to get back those two sections. So we're gonna get into this reading for you all. I'm gonna go over the overview that I went through in the beginning for that other reading, and then we're gonna do your individual signs, Astro plus Tarot. Okay, I want you to think back to December 19th or 20th of 2020 and think about from then and the months that followed, what themes were playing out for you in your Aquarius house, or just what themes were playing out in general. And then when I gave the delineation for your sign for the house it's transiting, then maybe you'll be able to correlate it with what was happening back then. Pluto in Aquarius will be a 20-year long transit, okay? So everything is not going to happen immediately. Seeds are being planted, and it started all the way back then of December 2020 because Saturn and Jupiter conjunct at 0 degrees Aquarius. So when Pluto ingressed into the sign of Aquarius last year and part of this year, the beginning of this year, as well as again on the 19th of November, that point is triggered again. So it's a new beginning in your Aquarius house, and that story will play out over the next 20 years. I also said, and I'm just going to tell you individually, for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is happening in your Dharma houses, houses 1, 5, and 9, which has to do with your meaning, your purpose, what inspires you, what motivates you, what gets you all fired up, right? Your passions. And then for water signs, this is happening in your moksha houses. So water signs is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is about spiritual release, surrender, let it go, rebirth, healing, okay? And if I'm just going to say the fire and earth signs, but we'll just go into your two signs when we go into delineation. For earth signs, it's happening in your money house. Earth signs are Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. This is happening in your financial houses, houses 2, 6, and 10. And this has to do with the money that you make and the value that you put to it as it gives meaning to your life. So what you take the money that you make and do with it shows how you value your money, or what you value, what you spend it on. The image that you create for yourself, that gives meaning to who you are or what you associate yourself with, etc. Okay. Fire signs, this is happening in your relational houses. So those are houses 3, 7, and 11, and this is about your desire to connect with others, okay? One-to-one partnerships, the community, leading a group, being a part of a group, the online world, podcasts, news, information, stuff like that, okay? So we're going to be talking about the possibility of the thing, okay? And by that I mean there's in February of next year to, I'll say around May, there will be, February to April, there will be sextiles that will be happening between planets in the sign of Aries and Pluto there in Aquarius. Okay, sextile is about the possibility of something, right? It's very Venusian energy. It's what could be, but of course action has to be put behind that, whether it's you receiving something or acting upon something. So So we're going to be talking about your Aquarius and Aries house and how that could play out in the next few months. We're also going to be talking about the Mars-Pluto opposition. So that's between your Aquarius house and your Leo houses also. And the power struggles that can come as a result of this opposition, right? Because Mars will retrograde in the sign of Leo. It's already having a little bit of opposition, but Mars is going to continue to move all the way up to 6 degrees on December the 6th, and then it's going to retrograde back, and on January 3rd there's an exact opposition that happens. Okay, so let's get into your individual signs. Libra, this is happening in your 5th house. Now this energy of Pluto in Aquarius trines you. Okay, the South Node has been transiting your 1st house, or your Sun and your Moon, for some time now. And this where the South Node is, it's where something's asking you to release, let go. Okay, so there could be certain memories with Pluto shrining from your 5th house to your 1st house, certain childhood memories, childhood core wounds that you could be healing and releasing. There could be, because South Node changes your identity, if there were relationships that you were a part of that were not conducive to your highest good, those could be ending or could be transforming somehow. You yourself, if you were not at a space where you could be in a healthy relationship because of your mindset, etc., that could be changing for you too, because Jupiter is there transiting your 9th house, which has to do with our spiritual beliefs, our morals, or values, or belief system on a whole, right? Things could be changing in the life of your children, or you could have a child that comes through with Pluto there in Aquarius. You know, you all could start to have children now if you don't have a child as yet, and that completely changes your life. That child is so different, you know, and that forces you to also embody a different approach, have a different mindset in order to raise that child. You could be expressing yourself, because the 5th house is also about the way we express ourselves. You could also be expressing yourself differently, which I feel is pretty cool, because Aquarius people are always seen as the weird ones, right? And I feel personally that's in a good way. They're unique, they're different. So you could feel free to express yourself in your own unique way now. The South Node transit in your 1st house definitely is forcing you to get rid of people-pleasing tendencies and habits, just as Scorpios. They went through it before you. Okay, and so you might be interested in play, you might be interested in performance art, you might be interested in painting, whatever it is. Okay, there could be some personal projects because of now you being in a space where you're okay with expressing yourself creatively, that you wish to put out into the world. The way that you want to experience joy or pleasure is definitely going to change. You're going to want that more in your life now with Pluto in Aquarius. The reason why is because where Pluto goes, there could be so much depth, but I feel there has to also be a need for balance. Okay, so you're going to have to try to find a way to balance stuff in your 5th house. Okay, as you go through the healing, as you go through the parenting, as you go through the deepest transformative relationships, or courtship. Okay, so when it comes to the opposition that will happen for you all, it's going to happen with Mars there in your 11th house and Pluto there in your 5th house. I always feel like Pluto trumps Mars. Okay, and I feel that way because Pluto is about your soul's evolution, whereas Mars is about getting certain actions done. So I feel like Mars has to do Pluto's bidding. So in this case, the way you express yourself via the 5th house, where Pluto is, you may face some oppositions from people represented by your 11th house. It could be an elder sibling, it could be people you're part of a group, or people in your wider network, or even people on social media. Okay, Someone may not approve of your relationship. Someone may try to put your child in a box, because when I think about Aquarius, I always think about society trying to put them in a box, but they're not the type to be placed in a box. Okay, so maybe people represented by the 11th house may want to try that wider network. You want to try to put your child in a box, or your relationship in a box, and it's like, or your expression. And it's like, nah, that's not gonna fly. Okay, in terms of the possibility of the thing, this is happening between your 5th house and your 7th house. So you could really meet someone and experience some type of transformational bond that leads to a committed relationship for you all, okay? Which I think is a beautiful thing. I think Pluto has done what it needs to do since 2008 to this year in your 4th house, to transform certain things about your lineage, your ancestral line. And now that's why I feel like some of you could be meeting people that you'll be having children with. Some of you could start to have children with the person that you're with, okay? But I feel this really lends way to some type of either a business partnership or a romantic partnership. Pluto and Aquarius this year, effects for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, please. So we have the Two of Swords, wow, and the Devil. Oof. Oof. This is that opposition energy. We have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands here. I don't know why my throat chakra just blocked up all of a sudden. This is that opposition energy between Pluto and Mars in your 5th house and your 11th house. Okay, I feel with this Two of Swords, you're definitely the way, because this energy could be about self-expression. So the way that you're expressing yourself may not be easily welcomed by others. Let me get more on the Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and these have to do with like ideas, propositions, okay? Look at these opposing forces. Like you've really been thinking something through it, and here comes somebody that kind of wants to shit all over it. There goes the Moon. Don't let them instill fear in you though, okay? And the way it is that you wish to express yourself. Why is the Devil card here? This could also be family, because you do have Capricorn energy that rules your 4th house here. So it's that blockage with the Two Swords. People wanted to put, you know, more problems or issues in your path, telling you that no, something isn't possible. And there goes that healing from that energy, from those toxic connections, those toxic people, those programming, perhaps having to isolate yourself also. And that may come up. You may need to isolate yourself because the South Node is going to move into your 12th house next, okay? Yeah, the Page of Wands. This is about your ideas. You have ideas here, but you're going to have to kind of like just move away and nurture it. For some of you, I'm only going to say this is a small few of you because we have the Queen of Pentacles here, the rabbit, the fertility goddess, right? So it could be for some of you a conception here, this Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, but that won't be all of you. I just feel like it's some type of inspiration and self-expression, a new way of being. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles came right back out. A new way of being. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Some of you could definitely be meeting someone, or if you're with someone, conception could occur, okay? But I feel there's just going to be some people that you have to get away from. Why? Why am I coughing like this? Scorpios. Let me just write down the time. Scorpio, this is happening in your 4th house. And I gave an example in the other all signs read where I said, when that conjunction happened between Saturn and Jupiter, because I am a Scorpio rising, when that conjunction happened between Saturn and Jupiter in my 4th house, that was the start of my lineage. A few months after that, I conceived. Okay. And a few months after that, also, I was looking to purchase my first property, right? Fourth house does have to do with land and property as well. It also has to do with our family of origin, things from our past, people from our past, our reconnecting with the past, or home environment. For me personally, things have definitely been changing. Let me let that pass. Things have definitely been changing as it relates to me and my family, okay? Parenting also has to do with the fourth house. I've definitely been heavy in mommy mood, right? Things that you receive from your family, whether it's physical things or just like emotional baggage, inheritances and legacies could be found there. It's also our place of comfort, where we feel safe. And it is also about relocation and moving. So some of you could be moving. Some of you could be purchasing your own, what will be your family home or family land, okay? Or selling and relocating to elsewhere if you so choose, so desire, okay? Because Pluto is very transformative. So for the next 20 years, it's where you will be for the next 20 years in regards to your home and how those things will change. Now, you will have some type of opposition. Yeah, Five of Swords. You will have some type of opposition, and the Fool card here, between Mars in your 10th house and Pluto in your 4th house. There's massive change that is trying to happen in the privacy of your 4th house. But there could be things or demands from your 10th house that comes for you the next few months. There's also going to be a Mars retrograde. So could you experience some type of chaos publicly, or at least with authority figures or at work? Yes, okay, while things are changing in your home life or start to undergo some type of change, you're planting the seeds, right? The fourth house could also have to do with a father figure. Not the fourth house. The 10th house could do with a father figure. The fourth house could do with the mother. Okay, the fourth house is especially connected with the mother. So maybe there could be some type of struggle between a mother and a father, or two families. Okay, as represented by those two houses. You will definitely be doing a lot of healing and releasing around family wounds and traumas. You will be breaking generational traumas. No if, buts, nor maybe. So buckle up. Get you a good therapist. Get you a good friend. Get you a good counselor. Any of those things. I don't think you're one to shy away from shadow work. Okay, that's your life basically. There could be family secrets that come up to the surface here, and that explains so much for you. In terms of the possibility of the thing, you will experience this between your 4th and your 6th house. So some of you could start to own properties, rental properties, become landlords, be gifted a property from a family member, and it's what you take and do with that. If you would like to go for some type of loan, perhaps when Jupiter goes direct would be a good time, because that is in your 8th house, and that is the house of mortgages. And between your 8th house and your 4th house, those are whole sign trine energies, right? So if that, and the 6th house does have to do with debt, things that you owe, things that you borrow from others. So if you would like to do that, Aquarius and Aries energy next year, February to April, Jupiter will be direct then too. That's a good time for you to be able to apply for that loan, get that mortgage, secure something with a home. Okay. All right. Trying to see if I missed anything here. I don't think so. Let's go to the cards. For this year, for Scorpios, please. The remainder of this year, Pluto's effect. Of course, your degrees matter. So Pluto, Aquarius in your 4th house squares you. So this is you coming out of your space of comfort. This could be you moving away from a home that you always knew, or from a city or town that you always knew. Okay. This is you having to show up as a matriarch or patriarch of your family. Maybe because someone passed away. Could this be a signature of someone passing away in your family lineage, yes, but it doesn't have to be, okay? Personally, I realized the 2 times Jupiter was transiting the sign of Gemini, and I was Scorpio rising. This won't happen. This won't happen for everyone, so please don't get, you know, I personally have 2 placements in my 8th house, so you know that affects things as well if you have placements there. But that's when my great grandmother and my grandfather passed away. Okay, one in 2000, one again in 2012. Does it bring concern to me now that we're in 2024 and Jupiter is transiting Gemini again, my 8th house? Yeah, I don't have much grandparents living. I have only one remaining. So you know, you never know what it could be like. Okay, Pluto in Aquarius, like I said, Pluto is a planet of death and rebirth. It takes things, it makes a trine to that there, to Jupiter there eventually. Well, not a whole sign trine, not a direct trine to Jupiter there in the 8th house. So yeah, there could be some type of possibility as the years go by with Pluto transit in that house for you, okay? And then maybe you could get some type of inheritance as a result of this. Some of you could be changing your home too. You want it to more match your style. It may be different from what people are used to. And maybe you want to put an altar in your home. Maybe you want to feng shui your home, okay? You want something different. Wow. I remember this. I think I said in your other one, the Scorpios, that you are the only one who got 2 major arcanas that came out as your spread. Here's the 2 major arcanas here, at least in this one. The Hanged One and the Strength card. Yeah, and look, the 4 of Wands, the home, the foundation, the Emperor, which is also number 4, that represents the home. So that could show that some of you, I'm not gonna lie, this signature is giving me someone getting married. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but your perception is greatly going to change this year with Pluto in Aquarius. Okay, especially if you have any planets in Scorpio in those first 4 degrees. Mars in Leo at the top of your sky. Be strong in who you are and your convictions, because people will challenge you. Okay, don't act from a space of ego. I think there's a lot that you're going to learn from a psychological level with the Hanged One here, right? That you, with that knowledge, you could tame any beast, basically. Okay, that doesn't mean that you do the labor for them, but basically you are able. If you weren't able to tap into this as yet as a Scorpios, because Scorpios should be able to do this, but you're able to easily tell when someone is projecting or they're wearing some type of facade. Okay, tell me more. Hang on. The Knight of Swords, Page of Wands wanted to show, but I'm not gonna keep it. Some of you could have some type of apology that's coming in, because I also saw the Page of Cups, so that could be maybe within family members. Tell me more. Strength card. Yeah, maybe some form of reconciliation for some of you all. I see the Fool card, the 3 of Pentacles, so this shows me people collaborating together. Even the Sun card here, some type of healing, some type of happiness, some type of joy. Remember, with this energy here, the Knight of Swords, people, the way they communicate, their impulsivity, their lack of tact when communicating, all comes from a space of their ego flaunting or wanting to run the show. So observe more, react less. Okay, the Lovers. Yeah, that's all. This is Gemini energy. Gemini could be significant for some of you all. Move more from your heart space. Move more from, with the Justice card at the bottom here, a balanced space. Like I said, for some of you all, when I saw that 4 of Wands and an Emperor, you may meet someone that you will be marrying, or if you're with someone, it's a committed relationship. This could be where you take it to a higher level of commitment. Okay, but I feel here with this energy that yeah, it's coming. Look at the bottom of the deck. 3 of Wands for the Emperor and the 4 of Wands. Like this grounded, stable energy as it relates to your home life. It is coming in for you. Especially those of you who were doing the work with Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, it's going to be, this energy is going to feel more free-flowing for you. Move more from your heart space though. That's what the Lovers is. The Lovers isn't only about like 2 people together. No, it's about making decisions from your heart. Because you see things from a higher perspective, okay? Yeah, 2 of Cups. Things are so changing for you, man. There's more calm that is coming into your life, even though this is a square energy. Okay, I just feel like maybe that could be a challenge for you to, like I said, with the Hanged One here, you're able to see through the reason why people do what they do. So don't get in a space where you want to be vengeful or petty, be tit for tat. That's not necessary. Okay, move from your heart space. Like I said, some of you could have some reconciliation, maybe with family members, maybe with an ex-partner, okay? But things are changing for you in your home life. There's more balance that is coming in for you. Things are moving to some type of calmer period. I do want to look just for the 5 of Swords and see what's the guidance around that for you. Okay, yeah, so we have the Ace of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles here. See the truth see the truth of people for who they are. See beyond what they're saying at a surface level. Okay, know what to invest your time and energy into. You don't have to attend every battle that you're invited to. You could walk away. Okay, you have to know, 6 of Swords energy here, you have to know when to choose peace. And I feel that's going to be very key for you. You know, Aquarius energy is about detachment. So could it be people in your personal private life that you experience these situations of power struggles with? Definitely. Okay, and I would caution you to just really give your time and effort and energy here into the ones who are moving from a space of love, who are aligned with your morals and values. Don't get into these power struggles here with people who are trying to feed their ego. All right, okay, Scorpios, until next time, be blessed.